"Emily, are you home?" I called out, dropping my bag by the door. "In the kitchen," she replied, her tone flat, like she'd been waiting for this moment. I walked in, smiling. Long day at work. "I thought maybe we could order dinner. Watch something, we need to talk." Her words cut through me sharper than any knife. My smile faded. "That sounds serious." "What's wrong?" She looked me in the eyes, steady and cold. "I'm leaving you." The air vanished from my chest. "What? What do you mean leaving me? Did something happen? Did I do something wrong?" Her hands folded calmly on the table. "No, this isn't about what you did. It's about what I want. I've found someone else." The room spun. Someone else. "Emily, we've been together 5 years. What are you saying right now?" She tilted her head. "You've always been good to me, but I need more. Daniel gives me that, Daniel." I repeated, my voice breaking. "Who the hell is Daniel?" "My coworker. He understands me. He has goals, ambition. He's everything I need." I stepped back, clutching the chair. "Everything you need?" "I worked extra shifts so you could finish school. I skipped opportunities because you asked me to stay. I gave you everything I had. Was that not enough?" Her face remained calm, almost rehearsed. "You gave me stability. But Daniel gives me possibility. I can't ignore that." "Stability? Is that what I was to you?" "A placeholder until someone richer came along." "Don't make this ugly," she said, frowning slightly. "I didn't plan for it, but feelings happen. I can't stay just because I owe you gratitude." My fists trembled. "Gratitude?" "Emily, I wasn't keeping score. I loved you. I thought we were building a life together." She sighed. "Love doesn't pay bills or open doors. I'm sorry, but I've made up my mind." I shook my head violently. "No, you can't just walk away like that. 5 years, Emily? 5 years? Doesn't that mean anything to you?" Her lips pressed tight. It meant something. "But it's over now. Daniel is better for me." I laughed bitterly, the sound raw. "Better? You mean richer? You're choosing him because he has money, aren't you?" She flinched, but didn't deny it. "He can give me security. And yes, wealth matters. Don't act like it doesn't." My throat burned. "So all the nights I held you when you cried, the times I stayed, even when I could have left, none of that matters now?" Her eyes softened for a second. "It matters, but it's not enough anymore." I slammed my hand on the table. "Then say it. Say you're trading me for money." Her jaw tightened. "If that's how you want to see it, fine. But I won't apologize for wanting more." Silence filled the kitchen. My chest rose and fell as though I'd been sprinting. "Emily, I gave up a scholarship abroad because you begged me to stay. Do you remember that? You said you couldn't live without me. And now you're saying you can't live without him?" Her voice wavered, but she steadied it quickly. "People change. Dreams change. I've outgrown what we had." Tears blurred my vision. "You didn't outgrow me. You used me until something shinier came along." "That's not fair," she whispered. "Fair." I laughed, choking on the sound. "Fair would have been telling me before you slept with him." "Did you? Tell me the truth." She looked away. Her silence was my answer. I staggered back, my hand gripping the counter. "God, you did. All those late nights at work you were with him." Her lips trembled. "It wasn't supposed to happen that way," I shouted, "but it did." My voice cracked. "And you stood here smiling at me, letting me believe I was enough." Her eyes shone with something guilt. "Maybe. I didn't want to hurt you. You didn't want to hurt me. Emily, you broke me. Do you even hear yourself?" She bit her lip. "I thought maybe you'd understand someday." "Understand?" I whispered. "How do you expect me to understand betrayal?" The clock ticked loudly, filling the silence. My hands shook so badly I could barely stand still. Finally I muttered, "Where is he now?" "Daniel, is he waiting for you?" She nodded slowly. "He's outside." A bitter laugh escaped me. "Of course he is. Watching me collapse from the car, waiting to take you home like some prize he won." "Please," she whispered, her voice trembling now. Don't make this harder than it already is. I glared at her, fury boiling with grief. Harder? You've already destroyed everything. There's nothing left to make harder. Her eyes glistened, but she didn't cry. I'll always care about you. But this is goodbye. I felt something inside me snap. My voice was low, dangerous. No, don't say you care. Don't pretend this is kindness. You made your choice. Go to him. She hesitated for a moment, then stood, grabbing her purse. At the door, she turned once more. I hope one day you'll forgive me. I stared at her with hollow eyes. I won't. The door closed behind her, and silence swallowed the apartment. I sank into the chair, my hands covering my face. My heart hammered, but the world felt eerily still. The woman I had built my life around was gone. She had walked out with another man, and I was left staring at the empty space she left behind, wondering how love could turn into nothing in a single night pickup man. Come on. Jake's voice filled my voicemail again. I stared at the phone buzzing on the table, face down like it was mocking me. I didn't answer. I never did any more. Later that night, another notification lit up the screen. Maya's message. Are you okay? Haven't seen you at lunch? I'm worried. I typed nothing. My thumb hovered, then I shut the phone off. The ceiling above me was my new best friend. I whispered to myself, why wasn't I enough? My empty apartment echoed back nothing. The next morning, Jake showed up uninvited, pounding at my door. Open up before I break it down. I dragged myself off the couch, opening the door with red eyes. He stepped in, glaring. You look like hell. Thanks, I muttered. I'm serious, man. It's been weeks. You're shutting everyone out. This isn't you. I slumped back onto the couch. Maybe this is me now. The guy left behind. Jake shook his head. Don't give me that crap. She left because she's selfish, not because you're worthless. She chose him, Jake, over me. Doesn't that say everything? It says she's blind and greedy. That's on her. I laughed bitterly. Easy for you to say? You didn't build your life around her. Jake's voice hardened. I warned you years ago. Don't make her your whole world. You didn't listen. Now you're paying for it, I glared. So this is my fault? I didn't say that. I'm saying you need to stop drowning in it. You're letting her win. The words stung, but I stayed silent. He sat across from me. Get up, shower, eat, do something. Anything, I whispered. I don't want to. He slammed his hand on the table. Then what? You gonna rot here while she's out posting selfies with her new guy? His words stabbed deeper because I already knew. I'd seen Emily's smiling photos with Daniel plastered all over social media. Perfect clothes, perfect dinners, captions about real love. I clenched my fists. She's flaunting it. Like she wants me to see how happy she is without me. Jake leaned forward. So what? Let her play her game. You don't have to watch. I can't stop. Every time I close my eyes, I see them. Laughing, kissing, like I never mattered. His tone softened. You mattered, man. To me. To Maya. To people who actually give a damn. I looked away. Maya's just being nice. Or maybe she actually cares. Did you think of that? I shook my head. I can't handle pity right now. Jake sighed heavily. It's not pity. It's concern. But if you keep pushing her away, she's going to stop trying. Silence stretched between us. I felt the weight of every word but couldn't climb out of the hole. Finally, Jake stood. I can't drag you out of this. But remember, she's not worth the grave you're digging for yourself. He left, slamming the door. That night, loneliness pressed harder. My phone buzzed again, Maya calling this time. Against my own instincts, I answered. Maya? My voice cracked. Her gentle tone came through. Finally, I was starting to think you vanished. I should have, I muttered. Don't say that, she replied firmly. You're hurting. I get it. But disappearing won't fix anything. I swallowed. You don't understand then? Explain it. Let me in. It's like I'm invisible now. She's out there glowing. I'm stuck in the dark, wondering what I did wrong. Her pause was soft, empathetic. You didn't do wrong. She did. You gave her your heart. She stepped on it. That's on her, not you. I whispered, but if I was better, maybe she wouldn't have. No, Maya said sharply. Don't twist it that way. You're human, not defective. People leave because of who they are, not because of what you lack. Her words struck something in me, but I couldn't accept them. Then why does it feel like I'm the broken one? Because you loved her honestly, and losing that hurts. But pain doesn't mean you're broken. Silence hung heavy. For the first time, I felt my throat tighten, not with rage, but with grief. Maya, I whispered. I don't know how to keep going, step by step. Start small. Eat, sleep, show up tomorrow. I'll sit with you at lunch if you want. I closed my eyes. Why are you doing this? Because you're worth saving. Her words made my chest ache. I had no reply. We stayed on the phone in silence until I finally whispered, "Thank you." When the call ended, the apartment felt less crushing. The pain was still there, raw and jagged, but a tiny spark flickered somewhere inside me. I wasn't healed. Not even close. But maybe, just maybe, I wasn't completely alone. The music thumped so hard I felt it in my ribs. I shouldn't have come, but Jake dragged me along. You need air. Not another night staring at your ceiling, he'd said. I muttered. Yeah, air that smells like beer and sweat, he laughed. Shut up and try to live a little. But then I saw her. Emily. She stood across the room. Arm hooked around Daniel's. Her eyes landed on me instantly. That fake softness appeared, like pity wrapped in perfume. Jake, I hissed. We need to leave. What? Why? She's here. His gaze followed mine. Ah, hell. Daniel noticed too, his smirk sharp as a blade. He leaned in and kissed her, his eyes locked on mine. My chest tightened. I forced myself forward, straight toward them. Emily spoke first, her voice sickly sweet. Oh, hi. Didn't expect to see you here. I clenched my jaw. Yeah, me neither. Daniel's grin widened. Guess fate likes jokes. Don't, I snapped. Emily placed a hand on his chest. Please, let's not make this ugly. Ugly, I barked. You left me in pieces, Emily. It doesn't get uglier than that. Her lips trembled for a second before hardening. I didn't come here to fight then. Don't talk to me, I shot back. Daniel chuckled. You still bitter, man? Move on already. My fists curled. Say that again? He stepped closer, taller, smug. I said move on. She's mine now. Before I could swing, Jake shoved between us. Enough. Not here. I glared past him. You think you won something? Enjoy it while it lasts. Daniel smirked. Trust me. I will. Emily whispered. Please. Just walk away. My throat burned as I spat. You don't get to ask me for anything. I turned sharply. Storming out into the night air? Outside. The cold wind hit my face, but it didn't cool the fire inside me. I grabbed a bottle from someone's hand as they stumbled by. I drank deep, coughing, burning, minutes blurred. Strangers laughed nearby, bumping into me. One shoved me harder than needed. Watch it, I growled. The guy spun around. What's your problem? My problem? I staggered forward. Everything. You want to add to it? He shoved me. Back off. I swung, sloppy, barely grazing him. He shoved again, harder this time. Voices rose. A circle started forming. Then Jake's voice thundered, Enough. He yanked me back by the collar. What the hell are you doing? Let me go. I shouted. He asked for it. No, you asked for it, Jake barked. You're drunk, broken, and looking for a fight that won't fix anything? Tears burned my eyes. I can't breathe, Jake. She was right there, smiling at me like I'm nothing. He shook me hard. Then prove you're something. You think this is strength? Picking fights with strangers? Drinking yourself to death? I choked on my words. What else is there? His eyes bored into mine. There's a choice. Either destroy yourself or rise up. Choose. His words hit like thunder. The crowd faded. The noise dulled. But that line stayed sharp. Rise up? I whispered yes, he said firmly. Get up tomorrow and start clawing your way back. Or stay down here and die in pieces. It's on you. I collapsed against the wall, breathing hard. The alcohol and rage twisting in my gut. Jake crouched beside me. I can't carry you forever. Decide who you want to be. The night went quiet around us. I closed my eyes, its words echoing louder than the music inside. Either destroy yourself or rise up. And for the first time, I realized I had hit rock bottom. Jake shoved a glass of water into my hands. Drink this. You look like death, I groaned. That's how I feel. Good. At least you're honest. Now tell me, are you done destroying yourself? I stared at the floor. I don't know you do, he snapped. You just don't like the answer. You either crawl out of this mess or stay buried. Which is it? His words from that night echoed again. Either destroy yourself or rise up. I finally whispered, I'm tired of drowning. Jake leaned forward. Then stand up. Start somewhere. I'll help, but I'm not babysitting. I nodded weakly. All right. Where do I even start? He smirked. Try not drinking like a lunatic. And maybe I don't know. Shower. I rolled my eyes. Thanks for the inspiration. No joke, he said. Small steps. Eat. Move your body. Fix your resume. Live like you want a future. His bluntness stung, but it made sense. Later that week, I forced myself into the gym. The weights felt like punishment at first. My body screamed, but I kept going. Maya spotted me one afternoon, surprise lighting her face. You at the gym. I wiped sweat off my forehead. Don't laugh. I'm not, she said softly. I'm impressed. Don't be. I can barely lift. Everyone starts somewhere. She handed me water. What made you come? I shrugged. I got tired of being pathetic. She tilted her head. You're not pathetic. You're hurting. There's a difference. Her words eased something inside me. Over the next few days, she checked in often. At work, she stopped by my desk. Eat lunch with me? I hesitated. I usually eat alone. Not anymore. She smiled. We sat together, talking about small things, music, food, random jokes. For the first time in weeks, I laughed. Jake noticed too. One night he dropped by and smirked. Look at you. Muscles showing, eating real food, even smiling. Who are you? Don't push it, I said, but I couldn't hide the grin. That's the guy I remember, he said proudly. Now, about your career, still wasting away? I frowned. I hate my job, but it pays the bills. Not good enough. Update your resume. You've got skills, man. Stop acting like you don't. I haven't touched it in years. Then tonight. You're touching it, he said firmly. We sat at my laptop. Jake leaned over my shoulder, pointing at lines. Cut that. Add this project. Don't undersell yourself, I muttered. You sound like a recruiter. Maybe I should have been one, he grinned. Now, apply for something new. The idea scared me, but I clicked submit. My heart pounded like I'd jumped off a cliff. Days later, I signed up for an online course. At night, instead of staring at the ceiling, I studied. Maya noticed the change. You look different, she said one morning. Different how? Like you're fighting again. Her words hit me deeper than she knew. At dinner with Jake, I admitted for the first time, I don't feel useless. He clapped my back. That's the spirit. Keep going. Don't stop when it hurts. That's when it matters. I leaned back, exhaling. You know, I thought Emily's betrayal would kill me, but maybe it saved me. Jake raised an eyebrow. That's one way to see it. I don't mean I'm grateful, I clarified quickly, but if she hadn't crushed me, I'd still be blind. I'd still be living small, Giving everything to someone who didn't deserve it. He nodded slowly. Exactly. So prove she didn't win. Build yourself back better. Later that night, lying in bed, I whispered to myself, I won't let her betrayal define me. The words felt heavy, but powerful, like an oath. For once, I believed them. Claire leaned against my desk, arms crossed. You've been different lately, I blinked. Different how? Sharper. Focused. Like you actually want to be here. I chuckled. Guess I finally woke up. Well, keep it up, she said. The regional manager noticed. There's a promotion opening you should apply. My chest tightened. Me? Seriously? Claire smirked. Don't act surprised. You've earned it. That night I found Mr. Harris in the break room. The old man had been with the company longer than anyone. He sipped his tea and eyed me. Heard you're in line for the big step up? I shrugged. Claire thinks so. I'm not sure I'm ready, he chuckled. No one's ever ready. But if someone hands you a door, you walk through. His words stayed with me. Weeks later, Claire called me into her office. Congratulations, she said, sliding the letter across the desk. You're officially promoted. I stared at the paper, stunned. I don't know what to say. Say you'll prove me right, she grinned. I will. I promised. The celebration that night felt different. No alcohol, drowning pain, no fake smiles. Just me, Jake, and Maya at a diner. Jake raised his glass of soda. To the comeback kid, Maya smiled softly. I knew you could do it. I laughed. You two act like I won an Oscar. You won something better, Jake said. Yourself. For the first time, I believed him. But even as life moved forward, whispers reached me. At lunch, a coworker leaned in. You hear about Emily? My fork froze. What about her? She and Daniel. Not so perfect anymore. He's been seen with another woman. I forced a neutral look. People talk. Oh, this isn't just talk. My friend saw them hand in hand. I nodded silently, heart pounding. Later, scrolling through social media, I noticed fewer smiling posts. Emily looked strained in the photos, her captions defensive. Jake noticed me staring. Don't do it, he warned. Do what? Fall back into that black hole. Her life's falling apart. Good, but it's not your business anymore, I muttered. Still feels like karma. Yeah, but karma doesn't need you to babysit it, he shot back. I sighed. You're right, weeks passed. More stories spread. Daniel's money problems. Emily's shopping sprees. Arguments in public. At work, Mr. Harris caught me staring into space. Your mind's noisy again. I chuckled. You can tell? Son, I've been noisy inside for 60 years. What's rattling you? I hesitated, then said my ex. Things aren't going well for her. And I keep watching. He set his cup down. Watching poison doesn't make it sweeter. Why are you looking back when you finally found forward? His words hit like a hammer. I confessed. Part of me wants to see her suffer. He nodded slowly. Natural, but dangerous. Revenge binds you to the past. Respect frees you. Respect. I frowned. Respect for yourself, he said. Respect means not lowering yourself to her chaos. You've risen. Don't crawl back. I sat in silence, absorbing it. That night Maya texted me, dinner. My treat? You deserve it. Over food, she studied me. You look lighter. Did something change? Maybe, I admitted. Mr. Harris gave me a reality check. She smiled. Sounds like him. What did he say? That I should respect myself enough to stop watching her fall? Maya reached across the table, touching my hand briefly. He's right. You're too good to waste energy on her. I looked at her, really looked. She'd been beside me quietly all this time, never demanding, never judging. Maya, I whispered, thank you. For not giving up on me. She smiled gently. Someone had to remind you who you are. Driving home, I passed a bar where Emily and I once argued. For a moment, old memories clawed at me. But then I whispered aloud, I won't fall back. My reflection in the car window didn't look broken anymore. It looked steady. Karma was in motion. Emily's world cracked while mine rebuilt. But I didn't need to dance on her ruins. I had my own foundation to strengthen. And for the first time, I was glad I wasn't looking back. My phone buzzed late at night. Unknown number. I almost ignored it until I saw the name Dot. Emily eye froze, staring at the screen. Against every instinct, I answered. Her voice cracked immediately. It's me. Please don't hang up. I stayed silent. She sobbed. Daniel, he's gone. He drained everything. My savings, my trust. He just vanished. My chest tightened, but I forced my voice steady. Why are you telling me this? Because I don't know who else to call. You were always my safe place. Her words hit like knives. Safe place. Emily, you left me in ruins. Remember? I know, she cried. I was stupid. I thought he was better. I was wrong. God, I was so wrong. I bit my tongue, rage clawing inside me. And now you want me to what? Save you again? I don't want saving, she whispered. I want forgiveness. A chance to start over. I laughed bitterly. Start over? After you shattered me, I was blind. I thought money and ambition meant love. But love was you. It was always you. The room seemed to close in. For a split second, I saw the girl I once adored, the laughter, the nights we dreamed together. My heart wavered. But then I remembered the nights I cried alone, the silence when I begged her for answers, the humiliation of seeing her with him. I clenched my jaw. You said Daniel was everything you needed. Her voice broke. He used me. And when I had nothing left, he left. Please, I see it now. You were the one. My throat burned. No, I was the fool. Don't say that, she pleaded. You were good? Too good. That's why I came back. Because I know you still care? I stayed quiet, fists trembling. She continued desperately. I don't expect things to be perfect. I can't breathe without you. Please, tell me you still feel something, I whispered. Almost to myself, I feel everything. Anger, pity, pain, but not what you think. Her sobs grew louder. I deserve your anger. But please don't shut me out. Let me fix what I broke. Fix. The word stung. Emily. You can't glue back something you shattered on purpose. Then let me at least try, she begged. I closed my eyes. Memories flashed her smile the night she left. Daniel's smug face, my hollow apartment, my nights of self-destruction, I muttered. You watched me break and you didn't care? Why should I care now? Because we had years together, she whispered. That has to mean something. It means I was blind for years, I said coldly. Silence stretched. I could hear her uneven breaths through the line. Finally, she whispered, if you hang up, I'll understand. But please, don't hate me, I stayed quiet. Words swirled, but none left my lips. Her voice cracked one last time. I'll always regret leaving you. Always click. The call ended. I stared at the phone, my chest heavy with a storm of emotions. Anger roared, pity whispered. Temptation lingered like poison. For a fleeting second, I imagined running to her, holding her, believing her tears. But then I remembered the nights I cried alone, the shame she gave me, the emptiness she left behind. I placed the phone, face dashed down. No reply. No comfort. No going back. The knock on my door came sharp, urgent. I ignored it at first. But then I heard her voice. Please, open up. I just want to talk, Emily. My chest tightened. Against my better judgment, I opened the door. She stood there, makeup streaked, eyes red, hair messy. Nothing like the polished woman who left me. I stepped aside silently. She walked in as if she still belonged here. Thank you, she whispered. I crossed my arms. Say what you came to say? She turned to me, hands shaking. I made the biggest mistake of my life. Daniel destroyed me. He took everything, and when I had nothing left, he threw me away. I don't deserve forgiveness, but I'm begging you, please. I swallowed hard, anger rising. You're right. You don't deserve forgiveness. Her eyes filled. I know, but you were always my safe place. I thought maybe we could try again. Try again. I laughed bitterly. Emily, you left me like trash? You didn't just break my heart, you buried me, she flinched. I was blinded by greed, by promises he made. I thought I was chasing a better life. You weren't chasing a better life, I snapped. You were chasing money. You traded loyalty for luxury. And now that it's gone, you come crawling back? Tears slid down her cheeks. I regret it every day. I see now what I lost. I stepped closer, fury boiling. Do you see the nights I spent screaming into a pillow? The bottles I emptied just to forget your face? The fights I almost started just to feel something? You didn't just leave, you killed the man I was. Her voice cracked. Then let me help you heal. No, I said firmly. You don't get credit for the man I became after you destroyed me. That strength? That came from my pain, from dragging myself out of hell without you. She covered her mouth, sobbing. I can't undo what I did, but I still love you. Doesn't that mean anything? I shook my head slowly. Love. If you loved me, you wouldn't have betrayed me. Real love doesn't look for something better. Real love doesn't leave when temptation comes knocking. She reached for my arm, but I pulled back. Please, she begged. I can change. I'll prove it. Just give me one chance. I stared at her, at the woman who once owned my world. My chest ached, but my resolve hardened. You had your chance. For 5 years, I gave you everything. You threw it away like it was nothing. Her sobs grew louder. I was scared. Scared of being stuck, scared of never having more, and you ended up with less, I said coldly. She nodded, broken. Yes, less. Nothing. I lost everything. I lost you. For a moment, silence filled the room. My heart wavered at her pain. But then I remembered my pain. I whispered, you don't get to walk back in and rewrite the story. You left me to rot. And I learned how to live without you. She collapsed onto the couch, head in her hands. I hate myself for what I did. Good, I said sharply. Because I hated myself too for trusting you. But I don't anymore. I don't hate myself, and I don't need you. She looked up, eyes pleading. So that's it? You'll just throw me out? Yes, I said quietly. Just like you threw me out. Her lips trembled. I never stopped loving you. Stop lying, I snapped. You loved what I gave you. You loved the safety. But the second something shinier came along, you abandoned me. That's not love, it's convenience. Her tears fell harder. I know I deserve this anger. But please just say you'll think about it. I shook my head. No, I won't think about it. Because for the first time, I'm thinking about me, not you. Her sobs filled the room. I destroyed us. There was no us when you chose him, I said. There was only meal left behind. And that me died. The man standing here is not yours anymore. She buried her face in her hands, shaking. I don't know how to live with this regret. That's your burden, I said firmly. Mine was carrying the weight of your betrayal. I'm done with that. The silence stretched. Finally, she stood, shoulders slumped, eyes swollen. I understand, she whispered. Goodbye. I opened the door without a word. She walked out slowly, pausing at the threshold. I'll never stop regretting. I looked at her one last time. Good, that's your karma. The door shut, leaving me in silence. My hands shook, but my chest felt lighter than it had in years. I whispered to myself, she killed who I was. But she made me who I am. And for the first time, I believed it. The door shut behind Emily, and silence spread through my apartment. For a long moment, I just stood there, hand on the knob, breathing hard. Jake's voice rang in my head. Either destroy yourself or rise up. I whispered. I chose. and I didn't choose her. The next morning, I met Maya for coffee. She studied my face carefully. Rough night? I smirked faintly. You could say that. Do you want to talk about it? She came back, I admitted. Her eyes widened. Emily. Yeah. Begging, crying, saying she regretted everything. Maya set her cup down gently. And you? I told her no. She searched my face. Are you okay with that? I nodded slowly. For the first time? Yes. It hurt, but it also felt. Freeing, her lips curved in the faintest smile. That's growth. I'm proud of you, I chuckled. You've said that a lot lately, because you keep giving me reasons too, she said softly. We walked out together. The morning sun hit my face, warm and steady. Where are you heading? She asked. Work. Life. Forward, I said. She nudged my shoulder. Forward looks good on you. Later that day, Claire called me into her office. You've been killing it lately, she said. Thanks, I replied. No, really. You're setting the tone for the team. Keep going, and you'll climb higher. I smiled. I plan to. Walking back to my desk, I felt lighter than I had in years. That evening, Jake showed up at my apartment with takeout. So, did you slam the door in her face? Pretty much, I said. He grinned. Knew you would. How did it feel? Like closing a chapter I should have ended a long time ago. He raised a fry like a toast. Two endings that make room for beginnings? I laughed. You're getting poetic now? Don't get used to it, he smirked. When he left, I sat on the balcony, phone buzzing with Maya's text. Proud of you today. Sleep well, I typed back. Thanks. Means more than you know. The night air was cool. I leaned back, staring at the sky. My thoughts drifted. The betrayal, the pain, the rock bottom, the climb back, I whispered. I survived it. I'm still here. The next morning, Maya caught me at the office. You seem different today? Different how? I asked. Like you finally let go of something heavy. I nodded. I did. I closed the door for good. She smiled warmly. Then maybe now you can open new ones. Her words lingered. Did she mean us? Maybe, but I wasn't rushing anymore. At lunch, Mr. Harris sat with me. You look peaceful, son. Yeah. I guess I finally stopped bleeding. He sipped his tea. Good. Scars tell stories, but they don't have to control the ending. I grinned. You always know what to say, old age perks, he chuckled. Walking home later, I thought about Emily's tears. Once, they would have broken me. Now, they just felt distant. I whispered, her regret isn't my responsibility. That night, Maya called. So what now? I smiled into the phone. Now, I live. For me, and maybe a little for the people who stuck by you, she teased. Yeah, I admitted. For you and Jake, too. Silence stretched, comfortable. Maya, I said softly, you've been there more than anyone. I don't know what that means yet, but thank you. You'll figure it out, she replied gently. Just don't forget you deserve happiness. After the call, I stood by the window, watching dawn creep into the sky. The horizon glowed orange. Chasing away the dark, I whispered, strength doesn't come from revenge. It comes from rebuilding. The city woke beneath me. Alive with noise and light, I grabbed my jacket, stepped outside, and walked toward the sunrise. I didn't know what tomorrow would hold, but I knew I'd face it stronger.